And folks, check it out. I had a customer show up. So customers, first timers. So I have to give them the whole tour and whatnot. But we always appreciate new people coming on out. Say what's up. A lot of people still don't know that we're here. So definitely a cool thing. But little Carrie with that nice little 4-pack cluster there. So I do like to go ahead and show people a couple of the things that we're doing here. Don't mind the public. Most plant people are cool. Most plant people know that there's an etiquette when it comes down to, growers and people's backyards and, trees, just stuff that doesn't belong to them. Most people understand that there's a code. PPC at Demoya, that 3-pound at Demoya here. Haven't tasted it yet. This one just got dropped in the ground this year, but allegedly 3 pounds. Google doesn't show that, but that's the word on the street there. Ice cream bean. I put in some more roselle so that you'll see a lot of these dropped around everywhere. Propagating some more lemongrass for the skeeters. They're brutal back here, y'all. You don't understand. Perennial peanut is hanging in there. I come in here sometimes, gain a little passion. Come in here, take a few deep breaths, relax, go, hey, it's going to be all right. Check around to see if there's any fruit hiding in here. That or snakes. There's one that's about to fall, which is nice. She's a little protector, old Pinky. She likes to protect all the fruit in here. There's not a ton in here. The other vine back here has way more. And this old gal, my little nativity Rollinia, pushed out a little flower, which was very impressive. I was very excited for her. No, it didn't hold, but I was very happy that it came and went and that she already showed me that it is possible. So maybe next year. And if you've never touched a Rollinia leaf, they are super soft. Reminds you of the TP leaf just because very, very soft. And dang it, there goes Q again barking. Compared to this girl over here, this guy maybe. Yeah, that's native soil in there on the very top. Then weigh it down. This one has a sharp end on there, which is kind of odd, but compared to this nice round one. So we're thinking male, female. Don't know. All you Rollinia experts, let me know if that's the case. This one, no flowers. They're all little seedlings. This one had some dieback. Just aborted some branches up on the top. Decided it did not want to be with us anymore. This little one here has been one of the showstoppers in this like 5-gallon, and she just started pumping out little blooms. Nothing's holding just because she's small, but I know that this one will be one to be watched and held on to just because a little pistol starter for sure. That one and this girl over here. And this one's in like in a 7. This one also shot off a bunch, but they're all drying up and falling off. See, there's a little baby one in there. Just drying and falling, which is what's going to happen. I was looking at some fruits from down under, from them Aussie channels, and they're big fruits, y'all. I've never had the fruit myself, but they are large. So I would assume that these little spindly branches ain't going to hold a 2-3 pound fruit. So I know it will take some time before that kicks off. Still got 2 P22s hanging in there. Got a couple of markings in there, but not too bad. Still got some time on those. Sacha in, she's off into the races. Shot all the way up. And she's growing up there. Will we get some peanuts from her? I don't know. I'm growing out the katuk for that, basically. I got to run the weed eater all through here, but look at that nice little pomelo. Pink pomelo. And this is the first fruit on this one. Haven't tasted the fruit off of this tree yet, so yes, that will be donated as well. I have to find somebody to give that one to, more than likely a child, a kid. We also got the one and only Sussy Love. Oh my goodness, man. That one is one I'm chasing this year. Haven't tasted it in a couple of years, but that's the first one for that. So not gonna have that this year. Look at this. They say 6 foot tall, but that's way above that. And this one's already flowering, so hopefully we'll start holding some fruit here. My gosh. Oh, for the people that were concerned about the new recruits and how they were getting shaped up the other day, here's the cotton candy that I went ahead and trimmed back. So don't worry, they will flush back out. For all you non-believers, you're gonna kill them. No. Take it easy. Cut them at a nice 45 and watch them flush back, and then there you go. You reset your tree. There's the cotton candy. Oh, gosh. I gotta go get this dog. My mic on? Yeah, all right. And here's the Kent. This one's already flushing back out as well. Quick little trim job, and she's back up and running. Am I going to be this Kent sympathizer now going, my gosh, you should try this Kent. It's not so bad, guys. I guess so. I guess when you start growing these commercial type mangoes, then you start telling everyone, it's not so bad, man. You should just try it. It's better than what you think, man. I guess I'll be that. It's fine. It's a cool tree. I'm sure the fruit, I'll fall in love with it, and I'll tell you how great it really is, right? I'll be that guy. Harvest Moon with that new flush. Ooh, looking great. No fruit this year, as expected. It's going to be a big fruit, so cute. Come on. Here's one I got to make a video on, doing a little bit of a harvest. Well, besides this, I'm going that way right now. This one's a nice little red hog plum, or ciruela para los mexicanos. This one's red. There is a yellow variety out, which I haven't had. I've only had this red one here. I think there's a couple of different varieties as far as the red ones too. Like there's the small ones and then some larger ones, but these are, I don't know, yay big. They're probably the larger ones. This one's kept in a pot, and this one actually slept there all winter. I didn't even move it. You can go back and check. Come on, Kiwi. You can go back and check the videos. That one just slept. I did cut back this dwarf Puerto Rican plantain here. I was giving it some hope, thinking that it was going to sprout, but no, I needed to cut it back. All the bamboo action back here is growing pretty good. Come on. Come on. Running them up. Oh, see, the dogs are back here. See? These dogs are way bigger than her. She thinks she's a big dog. Some Paris seedling over here in the cut, but it's not getting any sun. Watch it grow, dude. It'll grow just fine. Yeah. And we got a green hibiscus all around it, hanging around. Shampoo ginger, sweet potatoes running. Got all kinds of good stuff. Hey, come on. This is the one you got to watch right here. Bamboo action right here. But this one is a clumping bamboo, not a running, and it's a big boy. Probably like 3 inches. Don't know the name, but I will be propagating that one down the road. Sorry about all the barking. This is the possum purple here. Hopefully my feed doesn't give out here. Clouds are starting to get a little bit dark on me, but let's see. Rained all day yesterday, so that's what the forecast is later on today as well. This little vine right here is kicking off some nice clean fruit, y'all. No spray, no nothing. And it should be almost done. Possum perps. The problem is this right here. They grab a hold of whatever they can, and they're going to take off on you. They can grab a hold of it. They're going to grab it, grab a hold, and spread. But if you can manage it and keep it pretty small, and you can have some amazing fruits that only you know how they were grown, right? Once it reaches that, boom, hopefully it just takes off. The Goss is in here, y'all. No fruit yet. No fruit. Lots of flowers in there, but no fruit. Uh-oh, we got a baby on the way, y'all. She's a baby, but it's coming. That's the first one that I've seen. I'm sure there's going to be a few more watermelons in the making as well. That's the Karobi that I did last year as well. This is the one that I'm waiting for next year. That lemon meringue. Hope you collide. If she gives me a few, I'll be very happy. I was waiting for at least one, but can't have all the fun this year. That's part of the journey. If you go out there and you just go out and buy them and eat them and go from there, yes, but there is something to be said. I'll say it. You know, growing the tree, finding out, you know, waiting for it, the suspense, and then you finally fruit it, and then you eat it. You know, there is more to it than just stepping up to the plate and going, it's good, it's this, it's that, and then growing it. There is something to, you know, having to just go out and buy the tree first. This one here, with that type of setting, look at that. That one's coconut cream. Yeah, she just likes to grow all funky like that. This is the one the Zill family said, yep, put a patent on it. That's the one. They saw all the growth of everything else, and then they saw this one, and they're like, wait, we got something here. Which, it's a good fruit, right? I heard good things from it at the festival, the little mango festival. I say little, but it was huge. Mango festival, heard good things. But in my honest opinion, is it the best coconut flavored mango out? All right, I don't think so. I think there's better. Ooh, blasphemy. I know, I'm just saying that's not the one that I would have put a patent on. Me personally, I know nothing. I'm just back here screwing around with some mangoes. This one, Bailey's Marble. That's going to be hopefully a nice tree for next year. Hopefully it'll hang on to one huge bowling ball. To me, the best flavored coconut mango out. You already know, man. You already know. That y'all can taste. I'll say that. That y'all can eat. That's kind of stuff. Is that M4, man. In my honest opinion. Y'all can sit there and say, well, I like Pickering better, Karen Michelle, which is weird because they claim that Karen is a classic flavor, but you eat it and it's coconut, right? I think Alex says that it's classic, but I thought it was coconut flavored. Here's the Karen, and you can see it's got that same crinkling of the leaves, kind of just like the coconut cream there. It's got that same type of twist in there. Now, it doesn't grow exactly like it, but you could tell it's got some sort of the same genes or something. I could be wrong, but you could tell just by the growth. But best coconut, in my opinion, well, I guess I'm flawed and I'm skewed and biased because I have had the Maria mango. Say what? I know. This is, you have to understand. That's what started all of this, was the Maria mango. And that has more coconut flavor, kind of like that M4, right? But the skin is better. Yep, I said it. The skin is better than the M4. The M4 skin is pretty thick. It's nice. It's blue. Great. But the Maria mango, if you like the VP, then you will like the Maria. And if you like coconut flavored VP, then it will be. I'm telling you, it's going to be that one. But will I be able to show you and jump up and down and tell you that it's going to be here this year? No, not yet. On its way, folks. These are Kathy's that need to be spit shine, man. Them things need to be washed up. Don't like that color in there. But, oh, that's right. I got to hose off the Harvest Moon. I guess double bagging them is probably best, folks. If you do invest in those, those bags, those steel bags, probably best to double bag. Even though they don't look the greatest, at least it'll be taken care of. This is how Kiwi prunes branches over here. She just chews on whatever's down low. So ideally, we try to go ahead and keep the fruits and grafts up a little bit higher just for that reason. She's got a different idea of what stays and what goes. This one here is a little sweet tart seedling. Nice little graft. I know some people are like, don't call them by their names if they're seedlings. It's like, well, it's seedling of, seedling of. Am I going to sit there and say that every time? No, but the ones that watch the channel understand that, yes, I'm not going to sit there and say seedling of every single time. Depends on what you're looking at. These, come and eat as many as you want. Oh, yes, enjoy them. Come try them. If you don't know, oh, come try them. These are dwarf tamarillos. Dwarf tamarillos are like a small fruiting tree, they said, per the package. This one's flowered up and producing pretty good amounts. Now the flavor, what's it taste like, Wayne? Well, very interesting, I will say. Why do you give them away? Why are you trying to make us eat them? What, you don't like them? Well, if you like bitter and you like barely a little bit of amount of sweetness, then sure, you must. Then you will definitely like these. I will not be growing these again. As for me, I am a one and done on these tamarillos. No offense. If you really like these, okay, do your thing, but this ain't for me. They have a bitter taste to them and just like a semi-sweet. You look them up online and they're like, yeah, they make jams and jellies, but how much sugar would you have to drop into that? Maybe it's like a goji where it's more medicinal. I don't know. Man, these little white zapotes do take a little bit of a time to get going. And the leaves stay a little bit on that yellow side, but they're hanging in there. It's got a little partner that's variegated. It took in here. So we'll see. What you doing? And I'm just letting this cranberry hibiscus grow in here. Little seedlings, I am taking them out, up potting them. People do like the flavor. And you have to eat them before the ants come around. The ants will start mining all of the mealy bugs and aphids and such on them. But right now, they're nice and clean. I don't spray these down with nothing. But pretty soon, the ants will be all about it, and they'll run them up. But right now, it's a good time to snack on them. We got some star fruit. We got some star fruit. Look at that. She's a baby. Star fruit's for babies. No, it's not. It's delicious, and y'all should be growing it. I'm telling you. What's up? 26 degrees. So definitely in your wheelhouse if you're here in Central Florida. And it's a great understory tree. So even if you got a bunch of shade, drop it down below, and you'll be eating shortly. What are we staring at? The beginning of some more berries up in here. At Everbearing, we got the neighbors out there having a good time. It's July 4th, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I get it. It's a holiday. But we're open, and I'm here. Figured I'd jump on here and talk some crap with y'all. See what's going on. Turpentine. They look huge. No, they're tiny. It all depends on perspective, right? Look at my hands. Look at my hands. They're huge. No. I need to bring a little ruler out here. That way you can really see the size of them. Should I be picking these now on the terps? I don't know. Let's try one. If it squirts. Well, it's dry. Well, not really dry. Nope. Never mind. There she goes. Don't get the sap on you. You will go ahead and itch. Depending on, well, some of y'all will itch. Some of y'all not so much. But we're going to try this one just like that. I haven't tried this variety before, but I figured we can go ahead. Well, they make rootstock out of this. And dang it, I probably picked it way young. Look at that. I picked the wrong one. It was yellowing, so I figured why not. Hey, it's my first one. Tell everyone I screwed it up. Oh, did you see what he did? He picked that turpentine too young. Oh, shame on him. I know. I make mistakes all the time. But anyways, that's where it was. And we're going to find out what the flavor's like. Here it's stringy, not the ideal mango, but does smell very nice. Just like the leaves. But we're popping some more mulberries over here. Dang, I should just rinse it right off. Let's do that before I go ahead and get all the sap everywhere. But in 2 years, it came up and fruited for us, folks. 2 years. So when people go, oh, I planted a seed, hang on here, let me stand it up. I planted a seed and it popped fruit already. It's like, it was more than likely, you know, a seedling of turpentine, or, you know, if your tree froze back and comes back up just like mine did. Mine froze back in January of 23. So that's why we don't have the cultivars anymore that I once purchased. Hence why we have the turpentine, right? So in 2 years, froze and came back and gave us fruit. Do all of them do that? I don't know, but some of them did. So, possible. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm spraying off this mango really quick. And I pulled it wrong. It was a small one, but whatever. We're learning here. Should have grabbed the bigger one. These are long beans. We got some green ones, some red ones, and we also got some wing beans coming as well. Oh, excellent little beans. You can eat them raw or you can saute them, but great in salads, stews, whatever you need. That's a decent size one there. Instead of chickens, why not beans? Yay! We'll settle for them. I know, chicken should be in there, but city is a racket here. Only 4 birds are allowed on the property. Doesn't matter the size of your property, so they don't care. You got some sugar apples that are cooking up quite nicely. I had to string this little branch up just because it had some weight on there, but these I didn't even hand pollinate. These were kind of out of my reach. So all of these here just kind of set on their own. And quite nicely, I would say. It would break the branch if I don't tie that up, but we'll see. And these are highly recommended here. If you like sugar and you like apples. No, it doesn't taste like apples. But like little baby sour sops. You mean like sweet sops? Yes, that's what they're called. But if you like a pear, basically a little grainy pear, it's sweet. Now that we're here, we'll grab a little mulberry action. Sorry about the focus on there. Still good. Side dwarf still kicking out. A few berries here and there. Telling you, in just a few years from that little cutting, you can have nice size little shrub. You can keep it as a shrub or a tree if you want. It's totally up to you on how you prune it. But the more you prune, the more fruit you get. So definitely worth growing, in my honest opinion. Dang it, why did I grab this tiny little mango? I was like, oh, the one on the end. Why would I still? Now I'm second guessing myself, of course. But listen, we make mistakes here, folks. We can't always hit those home runs that y'all are always looking for. Sometimes we win, sometimes not so much. I'll tell you who's winning are these mosquitoes right now. Forgot to grab the lemongrass, but we got some more flowers on these sugar apples. And I'm kind of stoked to see how this Priestley at Des Moines does on the top here. If I can keep that nice and warm, and hopefully we can get some fruit. That's the next move here. It's a lot of at Des Moines. Shri Kumbangan, we're going to keep her around a little bit longer. Folks. She's got some potential here. Got to get a fire going here shortly, folks, because I am stacking the shrubs up. I got some wood that's laying around that I got to go ahead and burn up. We got some Barbados working in here. Flowers still rocking. Hoping for some rain here any minute now. Oh, we'll show you this one. We don't do a ton of citrus here. You know, yes, I got a pomelo, but this is the only one we recommend, really, that I would tell people you need. And this one is the Miwa Kumquat. Definitely worth having. Cold hardy, stays pretty small, fruits very heavily, and heavily. And honestly, Well, the leaves don't look the greatest right now. They're getting this yellowing on there and just falling off, but I don't really stress it. It's holding fruit. All the energy is going to the fruit instead of the leaves. Still gets leaf miner action in there, but a really good fruit. I think it's gotten up to 20% on the Brix meter, but hopefully we'll test it again and see if we can get it up a little bit higher. Every year we'll test it, you know, just to find out if the tree is doing better or if it's doing worse. This one knocks off all the cherries, so I have to run around the bottom and find out where they're at. If I'm eyeballing one or a little fruit or whatnot, I have to make sure that whenever she walks by, she doesn't knock it down, because that's the worst part. All the seedlings are starting to get going here as well. Uh-oh, I just felt some drops. Am I just letting it all grow? Some of it. Some I am managing slowly but surely. Some is just going to grow together and will be managed later. But anyways, folks, it's the 4th. Have fun. Be safe. Light some fireworks. Save your fingers, you know. Do it safely, y'all. Do not go out there and think that you got to light it all on fire, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We're out here growing fruit in our backyard at a slow rate, folks. We don't have any of this for sale. This is just a cool collection. Uh-oh, that's a milagro fruit. What? Miracle fruit. You never heard of that. It is a really cool fruit that once eaten hijacks your taste buds and makes all the sour stuff that you don't normally like taste sweet. Say what? Sounds like trick. Sounds like Wonka fruit. Kind of tastes and kind of, well, it doesn't taste like that, but the reaction is kind of like that. The reaction is like, you are giving me some sort of Wonka fruit, and why? What have you done to my taste buds? They're very fun. You should be growing them, should be eating them. And according to a nursery, they claim that they can stay in a 7-gallon pot its whole entire life. Say what? Yeah, its whole entire life can be kept in a 7-gallon. We're going to try it out and see how she grows in there. But once it gets going, it does kick off a bunch of little fruits. Like, you don't see them, and then all of a sudden it goes from flowers to already seeing them. And they look like little coffee beans, or coffee fruit, if you will. See that? And then that kind of hides. Looks like fruit, but it's just a red leaf. But anyways, really fun, because then you can come out and start eating all the sour stuff. And it tastes like candy. So anyways, peach cobbler, one and only. So I won't be able to eat it this year, folks. I have to wait until the following. But when you get a few, it's not too bad to have to wait. That's why we grow as much as we can. And this is the Sabra. You try to wait to find out what kicks off the next season. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Before you know it, something's coming in. And this one's the white Java. Checking for more flowers on that one. But anyways, we'll be here this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Come on by and say what's up. And y'all have yourselves a great one. Be safe. All right, happy 4th. And until next time, folks, let's grow together. Later, y'all. Eat some mangoes, man. This is the time. Woo!